Now is the time, pheasants. You will finally have the honor of gazing upon my magnificent form. Take it all in, everyone. Wondrous, isn't it? Hey, wait, where are you guys looking? I'm up here. What, you guys can't see that, huh? Sheesh. I guess it can't be helped. I'll lower myself to your level, but you guys better be grateful. Alright, here we go. Me. There, is that better? Are you just, announcing everything you see as you see it? Alright, welcome everyone. This is my Live2D Unveiling event, as well as sort of an introduction. So, let me hijack this other layout right quick. Yeah, we'll just use this. And then from there we can throw up a little presentation that should have all my infographics. Here we go. Alright, so I am Circe Harpia. And you can see there the little pronunciation guide on how to pronounce Circe. Or is our best attempt at it. I am a harpy, and I'm a sorceress. Two key things to know. My birthday is March 19th. I am 167 centimeters, or 5'6" in burger units. Blood type A. My elemental affinity is wind. My favorite colors are pink and red. My favorite drinks are oolong tea and pink lemonade. Favorite foods include chicken, rice, ramen, and citrus fruits. And there's a little bit of lore here too. Soaring far above the clouds, the lovely Circe always had a bird's eye view over humanity. Tiny little people like ants, hustling and bustling every day. But what exactly were humans doing? This was not a knowledge that should be beyond such a marvelous sorceress. There was only one way to find out. Circe flew down to land so she could personally observe human behavior. It might be a bit beneath her, but she would try to mingle with these land dwellers and find the secrets of their society in order to sate her curiosity. When you just had ramen? Good stuff, good stuff. Yes, I am gracious. You should definitely be thanking me. And anyway, let's move on. And you can see a little portrait of me there as well. So likes include birds, magic, fashion, scented candles, and cherry blossoms. Those are all wonderful things. Dislikes: annoying children, gremlins, bugs, and monkeys. Those are all terrible things. You don't want to deal with those. Game list is a little light right now because, I don't have a lot of experience with games, haven't played a lot, and haven't had much that stands out to me, but I really do enjoy the aesthetics of Muramasa. That was, I think, the first game, or one of the first games that I streamed. Just a great game. If you haven't played it, go check it out. It's really just, it feels so good to play. It's very satisfying, the combat. It looks beautiful, great soundtrack. There's nothing wrong with it. 10 out of 10 game. And then Persona 4 is another game that is a pretty cool game. So I listed that there. My list is kind of short too. Maybe I'll fill it out more later on as time goes by and I've seen more. But some of them include Fate Stay Night, A Certain Scientific Railgun, Lucky Star, K-On! This one is a mouthful of a title in English, but it's Problem Children Are Coming From Another World, Aren't They? I mean, it's probably long. It's a long name in Japanese too, but at least Japanese titles tend to have short forms as well, whereas the English version don't always. Actually, almost never do, unless they don't change the name. But yeah, most people probably just call it Mondanji. Well, that's a good show. For a certain character, anyway. Alright, so, before I continue on in our little presentation here, I do want to talk about some things, because there's many different types of streamers, and some of you may be aware of this and some of you may not. Particularly for VTubers. And one type of VTuber that is prevalent out there is one that gives you what they call the girlfriend experience. And if you don't know what that is, it's essentially when the VTuber sort of kind of panders to the audience in a sense and tries to provide the sense of being their girlfriend. You would get the feel that you're kind of in a relationship with the VTuber. That's a common one that some people do play up. I want to make clear that I am not that type of VTuber, and that is not the experience you're going to get from me. So I hope you're not disappointed, but don't expect that. However, I do have an alternative. Instead, I can offer you the girl foe experience. Because the existence of girlfriend implies the existence of girl foe. So with the girl foe experience, you can get the following services. I will make angry faces at you, especially if you say something stupid. I will grumble angrily at you. I will not hesitate to call you stupid, particularly when whatever it is not necessarily your fault. I will seem annoyed by jokes instead of laughing at them. I will blame anything that goes wrong on you. I will insult you. If doing anything you want, I will do so reluctantly and definitely not for you. I will demand you get down on your knees and worship me. Now, some of these services are premium and not included in the base package, and these are subject to change, so just be aware of that. I don't like any reaction to this, actually. I'm glad you're enjoying this little graphic I put together. Alright, so let's talk more about the model itself. Here is some artwork showing off the full body model, both the wings open and closed versions. If you notice, when I first flew in, obviously my wings were spread out and then I had to close them when I landed. But these are both versions, so you can see the full thing at once. The artwork was done by Riziki Ryu. You can follow them on Twitter at that handle. We rigged it ourselves, so just like with Lilims, if you see anything that's odd, if it moves funny or, looks kind of off, it's because we're not very experienced at this and we don't know what we're doing yet. But, we'll get there. The, background music, just like Limbs, was created by Zach Burgundy. You can find them on TikTok and Instagram at Zach Burgundy, or on YouTube at Zach Burgundy 491. If you wish to preserve my lovely visage with your own artwork, you can post that on your social media with the art hashtag Drawsy. My fan club name, you all, my adoring pheasants. The icons or emojis or Oshi marks or whatever you want to call them. We have the red bird and the magic sparkle. Because of course, I am a harpy sorceress, what else would I be using? And I want to take some time, let's put this away temporarily, because I'm going to go back to the other layout. And let's hide the chat box and everything. Alright, so let's go back and look at some more things in depth here, because we want to see my toggles. I do have expressions, unlike Lilim, so I might as well show those off. So, as you saw at the beginning, I can change my wings anytime I want to, if they're spread or not. Let's see, we have angry. So when you really piss me off, you might see this one. Let's see, we've got one for pouting. We've got a blushing one. We've got confused. A little lost here. We've got crying. Don't make me cry. There will be repercussions. If I really like something, you might see these heart eyes. Or we can have the little stir eye effect. And lastly, we have panic. Yeah, those are all my toggles right now. Yes, that's exactly how I titled it too. Spelled just like that. But yeah, that's a look at all my little toggles there for the time being. Maybe more to come in the future, who knows? But it's a good start. Alright, so back to the slides. We have aspirations. Always an important thing to think about. So, the main number one goal is, I didn't know exactly how to phrase this, but I said finding my thing, or maybe you could say it's my niche, however you want to call it. You know, like, for example, Lilim is playing a lot of games with a similar thematic. Things are like very dark and gothy. And she also has like a musical theme that she wants to get into and start doing music stuff. So those are kind of her area of expertise. And then like Daedra has her farming sims that she does all the time. So you know that's kind of her thing. I don't have anything like that yet. I haven't really, like you saw my game list is very short. I don't really have a lot of things that I have drawn to yet. I haven't figured out the thing that's, okay, this is my specialty, it's my thing to stream. It doesn't have to be a game, it could just be other type of stream, a topic, something that I want to do. I gotta figure out, what clicks, what's gonna work well for me, and something I'm gonna enjoy doing those kind of streams. I kind of want to develop something like that as I keep going, trying different things until I find that one thing for me. I would love to do a collab stream in the future. I don't have any specific streamers in mind, but it just sounds like the fun to do. Just something that's kind of enjoyable, hanging out with someone else, chatting with them while you're streaming. I'm gonna kind of get into that kind of stuff, rather than always streaming solo. This one's a bit more of a long-term goal, further out in the distance, but I do want new outfits eventually. Obviously, I like the default outfit that I'm wearing, otherwise I wouldn't have had that be my primary design. But eventually, inevitably, I'm going to get tired of that and going to want something else to keep it fresh. So it's always good to have alternate outfits and things you can change to depending on what you're feeling that day. So someday in the distant future, hopefully I'll get other outfits I can change too. That's definitely a goal. I do like fashion, as I said before. And then the biggest, furthest out, long-term, big dreaming goal is being popular enough to get the attention of a clipper. That's how you know you made it as a streamer, is when you find something that you did that's been clipped by somebody and thrown up on YouTube. And you don't have to be like a major corporate streamer to do that either. It's not always the corporate VTubers. There's been some independent people who've occasionally gotten the attention of people. So that's kind of my thing. I want that kind of notice me senpai moment where some person who does clips for YouTube happens to catch my stream and decides that they like something well enough, a moment, something I said, something I did, whatever it is, that they took a clip of it and posted it on YouTube. That's a really big, long-term aspiration of mine. I would love for that to happen. So yeah, that is all of my material here. Let me go back to the normal view, and I have to fix the chat box, naturally. I don't know what happened to chat. One moment. There we go. It's gonna make it a little bit bigger. You know how my layout got broken, but I think I fixed chat now. Okay, now we're on stream. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's really weird. It's inconsistent, but it's working now. Anyway, let me go back. Hey, DJ Tatcherdon. Just made it back from your trip. Wanted to stop by and see the debut real quick. Well, unfortunately you missed, if you just showed up now, you missed like everything that was shown off my presentation. So, you'll have to go back to watch the VOD to see what you missed. The model being shown off properly, all the expression toggles, and all the information. But you're still here in time for our Q&A session, I guess you could call it. Let me scroll back up the chat, because I know some people said some stuff while I was doing the last slide. Let's see. Martial arts, Sifu Yakuza series. No, I'm not really into martial arts. I'm not that, it's a little too rough and tumble for me. Let's see, what do you enjoy doing? See, that's the thing. If I knew that, I'd already have an answer for my content. But I haven't developed strong likes. Other than I told you on my stream earlier when the slides what I like doing, but none of that's really applicable to streaming as far as I know. Like, the things I like is, I like shopping for clothes and doing manicures and pedicures and giving people massages. I like scented candles and cherry blossoms, like what is that going to incorporate to a stream, That's kind of tough. Did you enjoy the management aspect of running? It was something to do. I don't know if, I'm not interested in this. The management aspect wasn't a problem, but the whole school thing itself, it had some funny moments, don't get me wrong. But it being the school setting isn't really of interest to me. If there was a game that was like that, but you had to run, let's say, a salon or a massage parlor, that I could get behind. I would love a sim like that. Or a tycoon game, or whatever you want to call it. That would be great. But, I don't really know of anything like that. I do have my next game lined up, though, so it's not too big of a deal. Hot Spring Management Sim? I could look into that. If you know what it is, you could, share that on Discord with me, and I can look into it later. But I'm not familiar with that. But, after... basically next week, when I start going back to regular streaming, I do have a game lined up, so I'll have something for the time being. It's Trails in the Sky of the 3rd. Since, we've already played the first 2 Trails in the Sky games on stream, as it is. We asked to finish the 3rd game to wrap up that series. So it just kind of falls to me because nobody else has time to do it. So it's just like, well, you've got nothing to do, Circe. Here, you do it. So that's what I'll be doing for a time being, and hopefully I'll find things that I would really want to do in the meantime to follow it up. That is true, it is Trails in the Sky. The sky is my home, but I don't know, it's not very flight-oriented. Speaking of flying, though, another thing that I would really love to play, I don't know how many people here have seen the anime Sword Art Online, but in the second story arc of Sword Art Online, they go to a world called Alfheim. It's an MMO that's got it's basically very magic oriented, and all the characters fly around and you can do sky combat. If that was an actual real game, I would love it. That would be my ideal game. I want that to be real. An MMO where you just fly around and shoot magic. That would be amazing. If they made that, I would be non-stop playing that game. Yeah, I really wish there was an Alfheim game. Interesting. It doesn't even have to be a full dive. Even if it's just a regular MMO, but has the same concept, I'm fine with it. I don't need to be that advanced. I just want the elements of it there. But there's very few MMOs where you can even fly at all, and they're usually not flight focused. I know there are ones that have travel powers where you can fly around and travel, especially superhero ones, which I'm not really looking to be a superhero either, so that doesn't really suit me as well. I could make it work for City Heroes and Champions Online and stuff like that. I've done the bird girl character and flew around and stuff, but it's more of a travel ability, and you could sometimes fight in the air, but it's not really made for that. The combat's supposed to be more ground based, and there isn't a lot of magic focus unless you really have a power set that gives you an element. Which again, I can make it work, it's just not the most fun thing. I want something that's more a traditional fantasy RPG, but with magical characters that fly. And then you can fight and shoot your spells while you're flying. That would be great. But I don't know of anything like that that exists. Everything I know of that has flight in it only has you flying around to get from point A to point B as fast travel, essentially. And even those are very rare. So hello, Shugi. Nice of you to join us. You missed my tobbles. You think you know something like that? Yeah, definitely share that with me if you know of something like that. Hello, Hirobi. Welcome to the stream as well. Everybody is pouring in now. Looks great, thanks. For those of you who are just joining, make sure to watch the VOD when it goes live because you missed all the presentation. I showed off the model in more detail, all my toggles, and went over my likes and dislikes and bio, and a very special package I'm offering, we'll say. And also, if you're not a member of our Discord, do check that out because you can better keep up on our schedules, get announcements when we're going live, and talk to us outside of the streams. It's just a great place. We're trying to build a community, have the community suggest games for us to play. Maybe we can do some cooperative stuff. Today's your birthday? Well, that's cool. What kind of cake do you have? Cream milk cake. We've never had that before. I don't even know what that is. I'm not a big cake person, but if you give me like a lemon cake, then I'll eat that. So, what was I talking about before everybody started jumping in here? I think I'll just talk. Actually, I have no idea what I was saying. I got sidetracked. Not that it matters. I think I was talking about my ideal game, I guess. But I think I already said all I needed to say on that subject. Yeah, flying games. Flying magic games. Unfortunately, they don't make those too much. So, I know that some people are going to be thrown into an ad break right now. But I will want to do some Q&A stuff. So, get your questions ready if you have anything more you want to know, anything you want to ask me, any of the topics I covered in my presentation if you want to know more about them, you want me to elaborate, whatever. We're here to talk and chill. And I'll get into answering those after Twitch tells me the ad break's over. To host Sky Arena. Okay. That is something to look into, I guess. It's only about 30 more seconds anyway. We'll be back. That's true. Reimu beating up Cerner is how it should be. Small blue creatures don't have rights. It's okay. Anyway, so, does anybody want to know anything? Questions? Things you want to know more information about? Elaboration? Topics for me to cover? Throw them all at me. I'm here. We still got about 20 more minutes in the stream to fill. You don't have a specific person in mind for collabing, but you know what kind of collabs you want to do specifically. Chatting collabs would be nice. I think something more chill like that. I mean, it could be a game, but it depends on what kind of game. Like if I don't want something that's too action focused, I guess, because then it's hard to you know, talk to the other person. If it's a game, it has to be like something that's really laid back and chill. It doesn't require a lot of focus, so that I can more focus on the other person I'm collabing with and kind of just chill and talk with them while I'm casually playing. You know, if people do in Minecraft, but even though Minecraft does have combat, Minecraft isn't very serious. Not that I play Minecraft, I'm just saying something along those lines might be fine, or just a chill game. But I also wouldn't mind doing something that's just more chat related. You know, just getting together with somebody and just talking about a bunch of stuff if we can find some topics. You know, like, I know some VTubers do like talk show type streams, where they're like, oh, invite a guest on and just talk and interview them or whatever. I'm down for that too. Are those hair feathers attached or are they a crown? No, those are just my feathers. That is not a crown. Shh. That's why they're kind of moving on their own. If you look very closely, they just kind of move on their own because they're actually my feathers. Games that encourage talking about a topic, stuff like that. But that's a good idea. Yeah, if it's a game that encourages talking. I definitely don't mind that idea. I don't know what that would entail or what that would be, but if you have like a bunch of people together, you can do some sort of like funky party game type thing. Where, you know, you have to like give answers and stuff like that to questions. I don't know exactly the details, but I know that there's certain party games that might be more talk oriented, but you need like more than just one person or two people. You need like at least like 3 or 4 or more people to kind of get that going. Minecraft was good to play while talking to other people. Interesting. Sorry, but I haven't urged to pluck the head feathers. What would happen if I did? You would get smited if you did. Remember, I'm a sorceress. I can use high-level magic, so you should not pluck my feathers unless you want to get blown into oblivion. I will blast you so far away that you will not make it back for several years. Do not try me. Jan's blasting off again. Watch it with the degenerate comments, buddy. I got my eye on you. But anyway, yeah. Anything else? Mego Yoda sounds, huh? Don't know what that means. But yeah, anything else that people want to know? Comments, questions? I'm sure I've missed covering something. What kind of fashion are you into? Big question. How do I answer that? I think I have somewhat diverse tastes. Like, I definitely have an affinity towards different sort of traditional Asian styles, which is kind of why my default outfit here is very Asian inspired. Because I do like those kind of visual thematics, those aesthetics you could say. But really, I just like things that look cute. So, you know, I definitely like different, cute dresses and whatnot. Not necessarily, I guess modern. I'm very modern in my style too. Because Circe yukata. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I like yukatas and hippows. It's a dress. Dry main outfit. If I can afford to have somebody make it. But for Hirobi, because yeah, I missed this earlier. See, it's a actual dress. Yeah, reposition myself again. Yeah, that should be good. Thank you, thank you. A lot of fashion. Are any harpies named Harpia? No. LA humans named Smith? I don't know, I'm just picking a random name that a human might have. All humans named John Smith. Just a surname like any other surname. Sure. But not all. Let's see. Oh, I missed that question. Do you have a morning routine? My morning routine usually involves stretching my wings, going for a nice fly around. Maybe I'll have a cup of tea and then practice my magic. You always gotta keep in practice to stay sharp. Read Harpies and thought about Yu-Gi-Oh! What, Harpy Lady? Harpy Lady Sisters, or whatever they are, that card. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh!, but you can guarantee I would be like mine and have a very Harpy Lady themed deck if I did. It would have to center around that because, like, why wouldn't I? They'd be dumb not to. I'd have to have, like, all the bird themed cards. But no, I'm not a trading card game person. But if you have a thing with multiple types of creatures you can get, obviously I'm going to favor the birds. For those of you who have been watching the stream long enough, you might have recalled I played a fan game called Pokemon This Gym of Mine, and I basically became a gym leader of the bird gym. So, well, Ash's flying type gym, but I basically just filled my roster up with a bunch of birds. Including one bird that technically wasn't flying type, but it's still a bird, so it counted in my view. Just noticed something. The chat one is going a little too high. I don't want to spill off of the layout. That might do better. Maybe a little bit over. You think I'd had the layout figured out before the stream, but OBS sometimes does surprises at me. Alright, let's see. Flying type gym leader Circe. Yeah. Angry Bird seems like a perfect game for you. You're a bird who's easy to anger. What are you trying to say? I'll show you an angry bird. Funny enough, there's a meta deck in the physical game that is based on birds. Interesting. I am curious, but I don't really play the actual game, so it's not like something I have any use for. But yeah, this is nice. I enjoy being able to move around for once. No longer just a PNG image slapped on the screen. I'm gonna enjoy this. And for at least the time being, you'll be able to catch me every Saturday. The streams will usually start at noon Pacific time and run for several hours. Probably stopping anywhere between 4 to 6 p.m. Roughly, give or take, depending on when I find a good stopping point and how the day is going. But RPGs can be kind of long, very lengthy games, so I'm anticipating a long stream on new Saturdays. And it is going to start next Saturday. It's going to be the first one. As I said before, it's me, Trials in the Sky, the third. First playthrough, going in blind. Don't know anything about what I'm doing, so that'll be interesting. What else? Oh, of course, as far as debuts go, there is still one more to do. Tomorrow, same time this stream started, which is 6 p.m. Pacific, Deja will be doing her Live2D Unveiling, just like this. I mean, you don't have to really watch that one, though. It's not that important. You're not missing much. It's just a sad tree. No big deal. But I am obligated to inform you that that is a thing that's going to be happening tomorrow. So if you really want to watch, you can. And that'll be the last one, and then all 4 of us will have our models on display and in use. Have to travel. Well, the VODs will be available on both Twitch and YouTube. If you miss them, you can always watch them after the fact. No big deal. They'll be there. And stop by the stream again in the future if you want to catch our streams. We have a pretty regular streaming schedule for the most part. Tuesday and Thursday evenings. And then all day practically on the weekends is kind of our streaming schedule. Shui streams Tuesday evening, Bellum streams Thursday evening, I stream Saturdays, and Deja streams Sundays. So any of those days you're able to stop by and catch us. I just kind of stop by. Doesn't matter if you're lurking. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. We just appreciate people being there and supporting us. And if you're not a follower, what are you doing? Hit that button, because Twitch does sometimes notify people when it works. It notifies people when we go live, and then you can catch the stream more easily. Or just join our Discord, because that's even more reliable. In our Discord server, there is a channel called Roles, a role assign, and you can basically give yourself a role for honestly all of us, or if it's just one of us that you care about, or multiple, 2 or 3, whatever, you just click on the little icon and it adds a role to you, and then that role will be pinged every time we go live, so that you will know. You'll basically be notified in Discord when we are starting to stream. So that's another great way of keeping up. As far as social media is concerned, we use Blue Sky. So that's a place to catch us. We don't have much of a following there right now, but hopefully, maybe eventually we'll build up one. So you can follow us on Blue Sky for just random, I don't know what you call them now. I was about to say tweets, but that's the former Twitter. I don't know what to call a message on Blue Sky. I guess they're just posts. I don't know what you would call them. But whatever those things are, social media messages, you can find them there. Skies. That's a better name than what some in the community is calling it. There are people that insist on calling them skeets, and I think that's a terrible name. But yeah, We are, our username on Blue Sky is just SystemZG, just like the Twitch. That's why it's a terrible name. Yes, it has another meaning. That's why I don't use that. We refuse to use that name because it's stupid. And it has another meaning that's, yeah, we don't want to bother with that. So we'll just not. I am not gonna go into that. And yes, don't look it up. Listen to QC there. You don't want to know. But yeah. Oh, I guess that's a thing. I forgot that skeet shooting was a thing too. Isn't that when like you shoot like clay pigeons or something? That's not bad. But there are, let's say, more degenerate meanings. But we're not gonna get into that. That's for a conversation that I'm not about to carry out. Anyway, I might as well get ready to wrap up soon. I'd like to thank everybody who stopped by and watched. I hope to see you again soon. Once again, I'll be back next Saturday starting Trails in the Sky the 3rd. It's going to be at noon Pacific. That's like 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and other time zones, just do the math. You can figure it out. Do your own conversion. And let's see who we want to raid. Live on. And then a lot of great options. I have a lot of people that were fun. It's on right now. I guess we'll go with this one. But yeah. Danger will maybe see you tomorrow if you stop by. I will hopefully see you next Saturday. You better show up, pheasants. No. But yeah, that's all from me, and we're going to give a little raid out to somebody. Captain Starburner's gonna get the raid today. So go watch that stream. And that's it for me.